Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Ammar, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by Jackie Dalius, the founder and visionary behind Just Dream Ventures. Bringing over a decade of experience in brand development, creative strategy, and cross-industry marketing, from launching high-impact campaigns to building industry-shaping platforms, she leads JDV with a proven track record of transforming bold ideas into real-world results. Her work includes launching a music discovery app that brought in over 80,000 users in under 3 years, leading campaigns for Maxim magazine, and being recognized as a guest speaker at her alma mater, USC, for her contributions to branding and public relations. And that's just a few highlights. Jackie, welcome to Founders Future.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I'm excited to dive in. I always like to start from the beginning. So take us on a little trip down memory lane to before you started Just Dream Ventures. What were you doing at the time? And then what was really the motivation behind starting the company?
Yeah, great question. So, my whole journey, it is just like a combination of everything I've worked on throughout my whole career in this entertainment industry. I started 11 years ago, which is insane. I was 17, I'm 28 now. I was an entertainment podcast booker. So, I'm on a podcast right now. Podcasts were not even a thing back in 2014. They were just getting started, and I was booking talent to be featured. So I dabbled into working with talent at 17 years old and loved it. Didn't understand anything, didn't realize I was doing PR or marketing or anything like that, but I was. So I was booking like just amazing talent from Andy Grammer before the Honey I'm Good song came out to George Lopez, so a huge like A-list actor. Was invited out to red carpet events out in LA, did that, and then I had to go to college. So I'm in college and I'm studying public relations at Hofstra University in Long Island, New York. Then from there, I transferred to USC out in LA, and I again was majoring in PR, still doing the podcast, graduated in 2019, immediately then moved to Miami, Florida, started working on my own PR firm. So I was doing publicity for rising artists, content creators. At the time, they were more like YouTubers. And I really was dabbling into that in 2019. One of them at the time, one of my talents, they're an indie pop band out in LA. They were like, "You're doing way more than PR. Will you be our manager?" Yeah. And so I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that." Like, I'm already booking shows. Like, a publicist doesn't do that. So immediately became manager, was doing all that. Then obviously in 2020, the pandemic happened. So I'm like, well, there's no events happening, no concerts. What am I to do with my whole PR firm and my management?
Yep.
So kind of closed that down in 2020. Luckily, I was at home in Miami with my family during the pandemic. Immediately went to work as a family unit, and me being the real visionary behind it, came up with an amazing concept with all my love of everything throughout the years of working with talent, working with artists, being a champion for emerging talent. I
Hmm.
immediately came up with a concept, kind of give light to the time that was happening with everybody was just on their phones. So what can we do on our phones? Well, there's apps. So immediately came up with a whole app concept. It was basically like combining Tinder meets Spotify. So like
Okay.
swiping on new artists, new music to discover them, and started the whole development process in 2020, 2021. We were doing like brand awareness as well as still a lot of development. And 2022 officially launched the beta version out to the public. And the brand awareness stage, as well as the beta launch throughout time, gained over 80,000 users on the app. So I always say I'm a woman that wears many hats. I'm not wearing one right now, but I wear many hats because throughout my whole career, from podcast booking to management to PR to starting an app, working with developers, working with a team, growing a team, scaling a team of 15 plus people at a time. And at such a young age, too, and doing like all the PR, marketing, all the production, hosted many concert events in Miami, New York City, Nashville, Los Angeles, you name it, I've dabbled in the space, social media campaigns. So I just have a love for all these different things throughout my career. This led up to Just Dream. I launched it because I moved to Nashville in January 2024. Around that time, I launched Just Dream Ventures because I really love working with talent on a one-to-one basis. And
Hmm.
I love helping people grow and elevate in their careers because my goal is to help them grow just a little bit, be better than how they were before they met me, before they invested into me. So I really started it just out of my passion because everything throughout my career has always been rooting for the underdog. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at now. And now I've had many clients, I've renewed clients, have new ones for over a year. Yeah, a year and a half now. It's July 2025, which is insane. But I really love it. My clients are all throughout the country. So it's really fun. And yeah, I know it's a long story, but that's
No,
my journey.
I appreciate you breaking that down. That gives us a very holistic view of your background. And
Yeah.
clearly, you have an eclectic background. You've done a lot of
Yeah.
different things, worn a lot of different hats, and it led you to where you are today. So I love that. Let's dive into Just Dream Ventures and give the listeners more context. Let's start with two things. Who would you say is your ideal customer? Who do you love to work with? And then from there, we'll dive into the different offers and services you provide.
Yeah, I love my clients have really started in the music entertainment space just because that's a lot of my background.
Yeah.
However, I have gained also other clients outside of music. So, like content creators, influencers that want to get brand deals, brand collaborations, as well as startups and founders, entrepreneurs. So, that's like my dream clients and also my current clients. I really stay in like those spaces, but anyone with a vision at the end of the day, anyone with a dream, as corny as it sounds, it's right in my brand mission is just dream. So I'm
Mm.
all about that. And yeah, and more about my company too. So it's a creative marketing agency. Again, I'm the full visionary behind it, founder. I work individually with my clients, one-to-one basis. They hear from me all the time. We it really just depends. A lot of our clients, I look at it as like not one person's the same. So not one client's the same. Everyone has their own goals in life, right? Even outside of business, everyone just has their own goals. So I look at it like, okay, what are your goals? What do you want to get accomplished? How can I help you with my eclectic background, essentially? And I never want to put myself into a box. I feel like there's lots of agencies out there that they're just one thing. And that's great for them. For me, I like to have all my experience. I'm like, I know how to do social media campaigns. I know how to work with influencers. I know how to run events. I know how to scale your business. I know how to help with your social media team, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of look over my overview deck, which I always give to clients, but want during the proposal period. And then they just tell me what their goals are, what they like from me, what they've seen that I've done from a personal work experience based off of social media. Then I try to tailor the best type of different proposals for them. But really dabbling into all those different areas. My four core umbrella services are content strategy. There's brand development, there's consulting. Some people just need advice. They need advice how to navigate this space. So I'm also there to do that for them as well as creative marketing. So underneath that, there's so many different services I have. Those are my umbrella services, but then I do so many things underneath it. Just for like quick examples, like brand partnerships, brand collaborations, know how to do that, or like booking for a national anthem gig or artists. So those are just a few little
Yeah.
things there.
Thanks for breaking that down.
Mm-hmm.
Before we shift to the back end of the business, quickly walk me through when you start working with your clients, what does a typical client engagement look like from start to finish in terms of how long are you guys working together? Is it like weekly one-on-ones, monthly one-on-ones? What does that look like?
Like when they are currently like a client,
Yeah,
like an
let's say
active
I
client.
sign up. Yeah, let's say I sign up today. What would that
Mhm.
look like? Are we working together for 3 months, 6 months? Is it a monthly retainer? Walk me through.
Yeah, so I like to do the whole industry standard 3 months. I think it's the best way to show real momentum, real growth. I think 6 months is even better, but just to keep it really client friendly, I do 3 months because I feel like it's very fair. And then it just depends on their budget, their goals. Some might have a higher budget, which I could put more of my time and effort in. So we could talk once a week for an hour, or maybe it's a little less. We talk every other week. And if it's even less, then we can talk once a month, but I really want to be as present as possible. And a lot of times I go over what they're maybe paying, but it shows that I really care at the end of the day.
Got it. Let's shift to the
Yeah.
back of the business. When it comes to client acquisition, when you're looking to bring on more people to your agency, what are you currently doing from a lead generation and marketing perspective?
Yeah, so I really push like a lot on my socials, from like stories. I really have an engaged audience of a community through my Instagram stories. And I feel like I've done so much in this industry, as you heard from the very beginning of my background, that I really believe in social proof. And I get hit up a lot by people trying to pitch me in a DM, and they can't really back it up. Whereas if I pitch someone via a DM on Instagram, let's say, I have the social proofing. I have the photos. I have the people following me. There's proof. Like, I actually know these people. I'm not just trying to like scam you. That's never my thing. And I feel like that's unfortunately has happened a lot to people that I hear, initial conversations that they tell me. But a lot of it happens through lead generation, will happen through Instagram DM, or if I'm just constantly posting, then I get people's attention, but
Okay.
mostly organic.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So mainly organic Instagram. I'm curious your perspective on this. This is a topic I'd like to bring up on the podcast, and this is
Mhm.
the idea of building a predictable lead generation campaign. Because I have, or a predictable lead generation process, because I have a lot of agencies, coaches, consultants that listen to this, and a lot of them struggle and have challenges with building predictability when it comes to lead flow. I'm curious, what have you been doing to build more of that predictability, and maybe what are some challenges that you're facing around that specifically?
Like predictability as in them like responding and having a whole like lead generation or
Yeah. Predictability, as in, I know I'm going to get this many sales calls by using
mm,
this method, and from this many sales
yeah.
calls, this many people are going to show up. And then if this many people show up, I know that my sales process is at a point where I'm going to close X.
Gotcha. Yeah. So what I really think is just quantity. It's like, okay. And for me, my struggle is I wear so many hats, right? And it's like I want to be there for my clients, get their work done, communicate to them, pitch them, but I also need to take care of my brand and pitch
Mm,
my own brand. So that's definitely where I struggle. I do have interns, I have other like contractors that do help.
yeah.
So that's definitely great. Nothing is as I feel like if it's me, it's the best overall, if that makes sense. So the way I go about it is I know I need to have organic DMs going out at least 20 a day. And I know from that I can at least get on, a few calls a week. And I normally can close every 5 calls.
Okay. So you've got a 20% close rate?
Yeah. Yeah. Because we always try to find something in the market that they're maybe missing, they need help. And I just go over my background, and I feel like this industry is a very relationship industry because you need to have that with your
Yeah.
clients because you're constantly talking with them. So I think once they get past oh, there's a person that just slid into my DMs again, and then they actually talk with me and hear me out and understand I'm a real person with real background, with real social proofing, then they feel more comfortable and inclined to purchase.
Got it. Have you thought of adding in other lead generation channels aside from just Instagram DMs?
Yes, yes. Definitely I've tried ads. That is just really implementing ads is not my forte as of right now in time for my own business. So I'm liking the organic approach. I feel most comfortable in that. But I know that's definitely something
Yeah.
that is important. And I know LinkedIn is also very powerful as well.
Yeah. I'm glad that you brought up ads because I think an offer like this with your track record and the social proof that you have, when you said that, I was like, yes, social proof is huge.
Yeah.
Especially if you're running an ad to a landing page, if you can have testimonials there and you
Mm.
proof that you are who you say you are,
Yeah.
ads would crush, would crush.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
obviously it's all about how you package it, the messaging, especially in today's saturated world, it's very important to hone it down properly. And really it comes
Yeah.
down to the messaging and the offer. But if that's dialed in, then I think ads would crush with your offer. Personally.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a whole bunch of testimonials. I'm very grateful for all my current and past clients. I've submitted amazing ones. So I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah. Walk me through your sales process. So from the DMs, what happens to get them on a call to close? And then also, what are the different steps in that process?
Yeah, so normally I try to push to get on a call just because I don't want to go back and forth with messaging. I just think it's a waste of time. And I normally don't try to send over my overview deck unless they really want to see it before we talk. Just because I'd rather them talk with me than just read about me. I think it's better. So once we get on the call, because I push for that, I try to find their availability, set all that up through Google Meet. I love Google. And from there, I just talk about myself. I want to hear about them. What are their challenges? Kind of understand their weak points and know, okay, yeah, this is where I can help you because I see you need help over here. So from there, I just ask, I review my deck now after this. Tell me your top goals, your priorities, maybe some things I posted about, like a specific type of service or a specific type of booking, whatever they're looking for, and also their budget range, something that they see as fair. So I always want to hear that because I try to keep it open-ended, and I felt like that was the best practice for me, especially dealing with emerging talent, emerging, rising young entrepreneurs, startup founders, content creators. I just felt like this is the best type of messaging to say in the calls. And
Mhm.
then from there, I'll send over their email probably with a day. And then getting on another call is really important to me. So there's another call in the process. And then I send over the three tailored proposals. If their number makes sense to me, it has to make sense.
Of course.
And then we talk about it, see what's the best fit. I customize it all to them specifically. And I have a valid through date because I don't want to keep a proposal out there that never says expires at a certain date. I feel like that's a really good tip for founders to have because people can come back later and like, hey, like you said that, no, my rates have gone up now. So I think that's really an important tip. But from there, normally the second call, I really means they're pretty much going to be a client at that point. I never had an unsuccessful second call.
Got it. So if they hop on the second call, they're basically in the bag, so to speak.
Yeah, normally, yeah.
Walk me through your vision. So let's
Hmm.
say over the next 12 months, what specific revenue targets, performance targets, what are you really aiming for?
Ooh, yeah, definitely a performance target. I really want to grow JDV as a brand. I feel like I could do a lot better on socials for my own brand. Like I focus so much on my clients that I need to focus on myself. So it's really getting that down. I think that's a huge thing for me. Getting steady increase in numbers. I don't look for viral stuff. I tell that to my clients. We're not looking for viral. We're looking for steady growth in community because that's how you're going to sustain over time. Then from there, I'm also really looking to get really solid brand partnerships for my clients. I just renewed some clients too. So I'm really happy about that. And I really want to set them up for a lot of success because their success is my success and vice versa. So it's really much performance right now, goals, and it's really stepping up the JDV brand. I want to throw events around the brand as well. I just have so much experience in all those areas. So I want to tap into that as well as really elevating my clients even to the next tier.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you feel like is the biggest challenge to making that happen?
Oh, it's that I wear so many hats. I come back to that. It's a great thing, but it's also not the best because
Yeah.
it's, oh my gosh, I need to delegate. Sometimes I feel like I can handle it all and take it on to myself, but I can't. I think the best thing is outsourcing, to be honest.
What's the next thing you want to delegate?
Right now, my intern's really helping with reach and stuff because that just takes so much time when I need to be doing strategy. I need to be on these calls with my clients and also pitching the brand, working on the brand, what's the content for the brand, that kind of stuff. So the next step is definitely even delegating out more. I'm looking down the line, I'd say by end of year, before end of year, maybe by September, having an assistant to really help with certain things, I think that would be extremely beneficial. And I just train them because I know how to train these certain areas of how I like to do things and what has worked for me.
I love that. What advice would you give to new entrepreneurs starting in 2025 that are looking to build some sort of agency?
Oh, good question. My advice, I feel like I've said already so many good ones. I think if they're looking, just get started. Don't think about it too much. I know friends of mine that have just sat and thought on the idea and don't do anything about it, and then they just are not happy. Just start it and then go all in with it. Don't have a plan B. I don't have a plan B. This is my full-time thing. I don't have another like side remote job. Like this is my baby. So I feel like having that, always pivoting, be ready to pivot because
Mm,
I pivot so much and I still do. Like today, I'm pivoting. And I think once you embrace pivoting, it's so much easier. It's
yeah,
so much better. You have a better relationship with your company. I think people and founders forget it's a relationship that you have with your company. And you want to nurture that and make sure it's healthy because this is like your income. This is how you afford your life.
yeah,
So yeah.
I love that. What is the best way for people to reach out to you to work with you?
Yeah, just DM me on Instagram. You can DM my personal page, which is just Jackie So Fetch, or you can reach out to my brand at Just Dream Ventures. But Instagram DM is super easy, and that's how I prefer to go
Awesome.
about it all.
How do you spell your handle, your personal page?
Yeah, it's Jackie and then Sofetch, Jackie So
Awesome.
Fetch.
Jackie, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
So that wraps up another insightful episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to reach out to Jackie on her Instagram. She just gave you both her personal and professional page. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Founders Future wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you are a business owner and you're looking to scale your business and really enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to discover how we can support your growth journey. Until then, keep on climbing.